My name is Dr. Sarkis Padikian. I'm an orthopedic surgeon, and I want to welcome you to a series of videos that talks about joint replacement surgery, and what needs to be done before, during, and after surgery. First, I want to talk to you about the team members that are going to be part of your care. Myself, I'm the orthopedic surgeon. I will be doing the orthopedic surgery. I'll be doing the hip or knee replacement that you've chosen to have done. Other members of my team will be Andrea Bavolo, who is a physician assistant. She works with me not only in the clinic, but in surgery. She also takes care of the patients after hours. So if you ever have a question, you may call the office and she'd be happy to answer your questions. Another team member is Rhoda Abudaya. She's a medical assistant who helps also in clinic, as well as answering questions, works with forms, prescriptions, those types of things to help you during your transitional care. Now, I'd like to talk to you about arthritis in general. Basically, osteoarthritis is wear and tear. What does that mean? Well, we're all born with God-given cartilage on our hips and knees. And I'm going to show you this model of what a knee looks like. Everything in blue is our God-given cartilage. And we're born with this, we grow up with this, and once we gain maturity, we live our lives. And as we live our lives, we go through wear and tear. That wear and tear could be subjected to work, sports, injuries, accidents, any types of things. And when that happens, the cartilage wears away. So this model here shows where the blue has worn away. These grayish, greenish spots are where the cartilage is worn out and you've developed exposure to the underlying bone. When you have this exposure to the bone, that's not good. And as time goes on, that gets worse and you develop what we call bone-on-bone arthritis. That bone-on-bone arthritis is not what is realistically what we want. We want a nice, smooth, gliding surface without these pits, these craters, and the loss of cartilage. And you can get this on both sides, the thigh bone, the shin bone, as well as the kneecap, which you can see here. When you end up developing the arthritis that ends up being bone-on-bone, you may have difficulty with pain and function. And if nothing is able to control your pain, nothing can help improve your function, then you'd be a candidate for a joint replacement. So as I show you a knee model here, essentially what we do, I'm going to take this apart. In surgery, we make cuts using saws, and we shape the thigh bone and the shin bone. And we glue these implants onto the bone. We don't take that much bone off. So when we have the final product, you can see that the implant is a certain size and it fills the space that we cut. Now there's no more arthritis. And what we expect you to do is straighten and bend your knee repeatedly, working on your motion and your strength. Now that's a knee replacement. A hip replacement is very similar. We end up having wear of the ball as well as wear of the socket. So the way the hip works is you're sitting, standing, and walking back and forth. What we do with the joint replacement is we shape the cartilage, we remove the cartilage, shape the bone. This is the socket. It has a plastic liner. The metal implant is titanium. That'll grow into the bone. Then this is the thigh bone piece that goes inside the bone, and it has a ball that we use made of ceramic, and we reduce the hip. So now you're sitting, standing, and walking without any type of arthritis or restriction. So there's 4 parts to a hip replacement, and there's 4 parts to a knee replacement. A hip replacement isn't grouted like a knee replacement. A knee replacement has a cement grout. The hip implants are titanium backed, so the bone will grow onto them. So that's what we do with joint replacement. Now it is a little bit more involved, but that's the basics of it.